You thought you owned your iPhone? Think again. Apple sold you the dream, then slapped a padlock on it. Crack your screen, swap a battery, even try to fix your charging port, and boom. You're locked out like a hacker at a CIA server. They built a walled garden with titanium gates and called it innovation. But it's not about tech, it's about control. Apple glued it, encrypted it, and wired every part to scream unauthorized unless you crawl back to them and pay up. You're not just a customer, you're a captive. And now, the right to repair movement is throwing a legal wrench into Apple's machine. This isn't just a lawsuit. It's a showdown over who really owns your device, you or the trillion-dollar puppeteer behind the curtain. Let me break it down. The right to repair movement says that if you bought it, you should be able to fix it. That means access to parts, manuals, and diagnostic tools. Seems fair, right? But Apple says no. You may own the hardware, but the software, that's theirs. And without their blessing, your device is just a very expensive paperweight. Now here's where it gets legal. Apple lobbies against right to repair laws in almost every state. In fact, they've spent millions convincing lawmakers that letting people fix their own stuff is somehow dangerous. Their argument? Repairs done outside of Apple's control could be unsafe. But really, it's about controlling the ecosystem and cornering the repair market. They use digital locks called serialization. Change the battery? Your iPhone might say it's not genuine, even if it came straight from Apple's supply chain. Replace the screen? No Face ID for you. That's not security. That's sabotage with a smile. And it gets worse. Apple restricts access to repair tools for independent technicians. They make them sign contracts so strict it's basically corporate handcuffs. And those tools? They only work when Apple gives the green light, which means even independent repair shops become unofficial Apple outposts. Meanwhile, who suffers? The consumer. You, me. Anyone who dares to drop their phone or crack a screen. Prices go up, options go down, and waste piles up in landfills while Apple plays gatekeeper. But now the fight is heating up. The FTC is investigating anti-competitive repair practices. Several states have passed right to repair laws. Even the EU is tightening the screws, demanding longer-lasting devices and accessible repair options. Apple is feeling the pressure, and for good reason. Because this isn't just about phones. It's about tractors, refrigerators, laptops, and wheelchairs. Apple is the poster child, but the principle affects everyone. The more companies control repairs, the less control we have over our own property. Apple claims they care about sustainability. They say repairing devices increases carbon emissions, but selling you a whole new phone every 2 years? That's somehow better? Come on. This is corporate theater. A performance where you pay top dollar for front row seats to your own exploitation. Now let's get personal. Imagine your livelihood depends on your phone. You crack the screen, and a local repair shop offers to fix it for half the cost. But Apple disables key features unless you go through them. That's not just unfair. That's monopolistic behavior with a smiling emoji on top. And if Apple wins this fight, expect tighter locks, more repair restrictions, and more power taken from your hands. But if right to repair gains ground, you get freedom, competition, and a future where owning something means more than just holding it. This is not just a tech issue. It's a consumer rights issue. It's about who controls your stuff and your wallet. So next time you hear Apple brag about innovation, ask them why you need their permission to swap a battery. Because if you can't open it, fix it, or modify it, you don't own it. You're just renting it from a trillion-dollar landlord. Better call Saul.